few weeks ago, we had
Hey, can you hear me over there? Are we on yet?
Yes, Judge, we can.
Okay, we all ready to begin?
Yes, Judge.
It is 1 o'clock. Let me start it with Melanie Leather.
Ms. Leather is coming up.
Thank
She's
you.
our main judge.
Okay, good afternoon, Miss Leather. You're charged with, you're being held by Kentucky. They'll come and get you, okay?
How long do they have?
I don't,
You'll be taken to extradition, where it usually meets up Thursday to explain your rights. Good luck, man.
Lanisa Larkin.
Mrs. Larkin, come on up, please.
What's that? What?
Is it door?
What door? Oh, this door. I forget that we have these things. Okay, it is now. Okay. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, okay. Ms. Larkin, you're being held by Judge Wren on a VOP for your DWLS. How long you been in custody for?
She just, I believe yesterday, Judge, if it's a technical, she advised me she surrendered herself. She has a 2-year-old child.
All right,
Is there a 2-month-old child? I apologize.
let me look at it for a second here.
Thank you.
I know it says self-surrender. That's fine. Let me see what the warrant says.
it was for never reporting, I believe.
Okay. Failed to, she never reported to probation, failed to appear for intake. Okay? You heard me?
Excuse me, Judge, I'm sorry.
She never appeared for intake over at probation. So I'm gonna leave this, we'll leave this alone. That's a no-no.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Shabria Stevens.
Ms. Stevens, come on up, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Judge, this is a munis court.
Okay, ma'am, you're being held on warrants from Judge Pohl. It looks like 2 counts of trespass.
Judge, will the court get involved? This is both counts. It appears she was just kind of trying to find a place to rest on both incidents. I have the address for both, but she wasn't like entering property or anything like that.
Okay, let me ask, State, any problem? Time service?
I believe it's a municipal ordinance,
They are misdemeanor ordinance, MOs. Okay, I'm gonna give her time served, revoke probation, time served.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may call one out of order?
Give me 2 seconds. Let me just get these paperwork signed up for these people here. Okay, which one do you want out of order? What do you need out of order? How far down?
Juan Pierce. Pierce is the last
About
name.
how far down?
Page 5 is about
I got it,
4
I got it,
5.
I
Okay.
got it.
and Your Honor, before we get too far removed, on Ms. Stevens' case, was the court's intention for an adjudication?
Yes.
time? Okay, you said revoke, so I just wanted to, for the record.
Revoke probation, adjudication, and test.
That wasn't the VOP, that one was just an.
Oh, thank you. Well, okay, let me clarify. When I'm giving him time served, I'm waiving court costs, but I am adjudicating. Okay?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure it was,
Okay, I got Juan Pierce here. Is a VOP, a capias. It's a sleeping order, Broward order and sleeping.
Yes, Your Honor. Also,
Where is he?
should be a main facility.
Me?
he's sitting right there.
Oh, okay, I didn't see you saying that. You want time served in that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, Judge.
That was Juan Pierce right there. Okay, back on the docket, Shaquanza Stevens. Okay, Ms. Stevens, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you get the violation of probation from Judge Merrigan. 1 count is for grand theft, and the other count is for felony petty theft. You're bonded $2,500 each. You'll be brought before Judge Merrigan, imagine next week. I don't have a date, but you do. Thank you. Nidra Renata McCall. Ms. McCall?
Mr. McCall, is here present, Judge?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
We declined to serve the public defender, Judge.
Oh, she declined the service, okay. and she got involved with trying to disrupt Child Protective Services investigation.
Excuse me, no, it's a he, it's a he, it's me. This is me right here, sir. Sorry, you started over.
Okay,
Can I address the court though? Because
excuse me, you are Mr. McCall?
I'm Mr. McCall. Yes, I'm
Okay,
it's a
fine.
male, not a female.
I told you, you're charged with resisting arrest without violence by obstructing Department of Children and Family. What do you, I'm advising you not to say anything, but, you know, it's a free country.
Yes, because I just want you to know, like, the state of this time and era of this country right now and everything that's going on. I don't know if you're aware of me, you ever come across me, but, you know, it's some things. My daughter, they came, did some paperwork for my daughter that, you know, they came and get her, and, you know, right now, she could be in danger. Right now, she's not, I have to take care of my daughter, she's not with me right now.
Okay, then bond out for $100. Probable cause found. Thank you. Charles,
I wasn't allowed to finish.
well, you're not telling me anything that I need to know.
No, I'm saying that what's going on with this? All right, I had been whatever this malicious coercion for the courts.
Okay, thank you, sir. I've heard enough. Thank you. Have a seat, Mr. Charles Bryant Jones, please. Jones.
Mr. Jones, come on up, please. Judge also, he declined the services of public defense.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Jones, I read the probable cause. There is probable cause to hold you on the DUI. It's a $1,000 bond.
Your
There was a
Honor,
refusal. I don't know why you had a gun under your seat, but you weren't charged with that. Thank you. Have a good day. Thomas Downing.
I believe Mr. Downing's in North Broward, Judge.
Yeah, okay, give me a second here. I gotta... Thomas Downing? Hello, not in North Broward?
Yes, Your Honor, 1 second.
Okay, surely. Not a problem.
What was the name again, sir?
Browning, Downing rather, Thomas Downing.
He's here, sir.
How are you today, Your Honor?
I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all
I'm
right.
sure you could do better, but you're being held, DWS, Capias. Let me see something here on your driving record.
Okay. Well, here's what it was. Back in September when I had court with John Hurley, I settled both cases in one case, and I went back to the clerk, and then I went back into his courtroom, and they did some paper signing. I'm not sure if something.
Okay, Mr. Downing, it looks like this would not habitualize you. Okay? If it doesn't habitualize you, I'm gonna give you time served.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Adjudicate time served, waive court costs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Brandon Marrero.
Mr. Marrero is here present, Judge?
Yep, I got him. Okay, sir, you got the felony Capias warrant. Capias is for possession of heroin. The warrants, excuse me. Number 1 is a warrant for violation of probation of heroin. Number 3, apparently there's been no info.
yes, that is.
Okay, so really, you got 2 felonies and a misdemeanor Capias, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
The 2 felonies and no bond from Judge Tobin Singer. The Capias misdemeanor for the expired DL is $250. As I said, number 3 has been no info. So you can bond out if you resolve your Tobin Singer charges, which will be in front of her when?
1 moment. Is it, Dante, is that in the docket, next court date?
Well, okay. It's gonna be next week, I'm sure. Have a good day. Thank you. Octavius Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, come on up, please.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, possession of a weapon or ammo by convicted felon. Let me see, where was the conviction on that one?
1 moment, Your Honor. It's the last sentence.
He owned and possessed firearms and was located in Johnson's closet. Okay, I know I read it. Possession of weapon or by convicted felon is a no bond hold now. I'm setting a bond of $5,000 on that one. Possession with the intent to sell cannabis, $1,000. Paraphernalia misdemeanor, $100 each. So your total bond looks like $6,200.
Judge, respectfully and speaking, Mr. advised me he's a single father. He supports himself and his 16-year-old son. Right now, the child is with his birth mother. He works at a retail store making only $200 a month. He's been here about 26 years. He's 38 years old. Judge would consider lowering the bond from 5,000 to 2,000. He believes maybe somebody can help him with the bond if it was that much.
Your Honor, Mr. Johnson has gone to state prison for offenses in the past, for offenses including armed burglary of a
Okay,
structure.
thank you. The bond remains at what I said at 5,000. Thank you. Terry Townsend?
Mr. President, decline to serve as a public defender.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Townsend, you're charged with possession of amphetamine, probable cause, $1,000, possession of cannabis, there's no additional bond, and you're on probation in front of Judge Colra, and he's got no bond hold on you. I do find probable cause on all. Thank you. I'm sure you do have a court date.
Good luck, sir.
Jeffrey Germain,
Your Honor, may I approach?
Come on up, please.
your additional PC for me?
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
at the very end.
Okay, let me look at them. I'm sure those are the drugs.
Yes, it is, Judge.
Oxycodone, Percocet identified as poison control, that's fine. And the cocaine was field tested, that's fine. And the marijuana was also field tested. Thank you, I appreciate that. You're charged with 3 counts of burglary. First is of the residence, the second is of the curtilage of the house you were fleeing, and the third is the shed that was in that curtilage of the house that you were fleeing from. As far as count 1, burglary of a dwelling is 5,000. As far as counts 2 and 3, the curtilage and the shed, I'm setting a bond of 1,000 each. The cocaine and the oxycodone is 1,000 each, and the cannabis is 100, resisting 100. On the supplement on the PC, they were all field tested positive,
5,000.
all poison control identified. So your total bond is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,200, according to my calculation. I do find probable cause on all. Thank you.
Judge, the only thing I'm gonna be asking you, Judge, is to consider on the non-violent offenses, specifically the drug offenses, counts 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Would you consider ROR on those 3 so then
No,
his
sir.
family can?
I'm not ROIing on the felonies. Judge,
The only then last request, would you sign a photo order so we can photograph this injury, Judge?
not a problem. Granted.
Yes.
I have never objected to photo. I think you're entitled to. Jonathan Ductant.
Mr. Ducon, come on up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his driving record here.
I think he,
I got it. No, I'll find it. It's not that many.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Before the courts start, may I address the courts?
Well,
About the facts.
Of course.
you're charged with a DWS. It says third. Do we have a third here, State? I'm trying to find it.
I'll check. I see one in 2016. I believe he has an open
Open.
DWLS with the possession. No, I understand, Your Honor. I'm just showing what I see here.
I got adjudication in 2010 by DWS.
There should be another one in 2016, Your
No,
Honor.
I get that. It's right.
Okay.
Well,
Your Honor,
For the third.
wait a second. Looks like there were 2 in 2010. They were disposed of in 12/16, and then I got. I got one in 2016. I got 2 in 2016. Okay, all right, go ahead, talk to me if you want to.
Your Honor, hey, Your
Hey.
Honor in the state, how's it going?
It's going good, how's it going with you?
Please address the courts. Yeah, I got 2 kids. I have my mother. She has a bad leg. She's 63 years old. She's Haitian. So she doesn't speak English well, and I've been taking care of all of the bills. This incident that occurred was a big misunderstanding because I got a job. Yeah, of course. And I would like to thank my attorney too as well, because I got 2 jobs. I work very hard. I have no felonies, no DUIs, no robberies, no burglaries. I'm 26 years of age. I'm a Haitian American. It's very, very hard. I have 2 kids as well. I have a mother who has a bad leg, and I give 150%.
Yeah, but you can't, You're not driving your mother to the doctor, are you? Your kids to school or anything like that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Not at 10:30 at night when he was stopped.
Yeah, I know. I saw
no,
that
no.
at 10:30.
Judge, the only
Okay.
thing I would add is.
Go ahead,
David
counsel.
Ford, he's working at Walmart. He's been there for 3 years, and he's the sole financial provider of his whole family. Judge, would you considering this a nonviolent offense, would you consider an ROR?
I would have, if it wasn't the time of day that he was doing it and the number of priors. I'm gonna leave it at 750. Thank you. Malik Sparks.
Because, Your Honor, can I please address the course? Because if I'm not RR today, it's a possibility that I could lose one of my jobs. I have 2 jobs. I spoke with my boss yesterday. I said, boss, hey, how's it going? I apologize. I appreciate everything because my boss is a very good guy. He's a stand-up guy.
Your
He's
boss-
an older gentleman.
Your boss
And he
really,
helps
your
me
boss
and my
really,
family 'cause-
your boss really likes you, huh? Your boss really likes you?
Yeah, but I had told him about the bond. He was like.
Well, let me tell you, if your boss really likes you that much, it's a $750 bond. I don't think that's outrageous. Thank you. Let him post it for you. Malik Sparks.
He bonded.
Bonded. Okay, thank you. Cambrell Crooks. Oh, what a name.
Mr. Crooks, come up.
Okay.
Judge, he declined the service of public defense.
Okay, thank you. Virginia, I'll finish the others when I'm done. Okay, Mr. Crooks, you're charged with possession with intent on cannabis, possession of, is it PVP? Yeah, PVP.
Yes,
I can't read it too well here. Also cocaine and tampering with physical evidence. I find probable cause on all 4 of those. $1,000 bond each. You also got a $100 bond on insurance, which I'll ROR you on the traffic thing. Your total bond's $4,000.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Did Fontes postpone?
Anthony Fontes,
Mr. Fontes is here present. Judge.
okay?
Oh,
Yes,
he bonded? Judge, I've been informed he bonded.
he bonded, okay. Louis Duncan,
Mr. Duncan, come on up, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
how are you doing, Mr. Duncan? Give me 2 seconds here before I get to your paperwork. So half my life signing my name. Oh, no date on this one. Somebody messed up. Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Duncan, you're charged of violation of probation. You got no bond hold by Judge Cohen. You'll be brought in front of Judge Cohen. Thank you. I'm sure Judge Cohen will see him when next week. Do we know?
January 23rd at 9:45.
Thank you. January 23rd. All right, thank you. Mitchell Boxer.
Mr. Boxer is here present, Maine. He's approaching, Judge. He declined the service of public defense.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Boxer, you're charged with a DUI. You blew a 108, 109. I find probable cause. Prior DUIs in 2011, 2013. Those are, by my calculations, well within the 10 years. So you get 3 bond, third DUI. I'm setting a bond of $5,000 with the special condition of no alcohol. If you bond out, no alcohol whatsoever.
Your Honor, would the court also consider, should he post his bond, pretrial release with a TAD monitor, which will,
I have the alternative. I have no problem if pretrial wants them with the TAD monitor. Pretrial release with a monitor.
and that's with the bond?
It's, I'll lower, if he wishes to go to the pretrial, I'll lower the bond to 2,500.
Then I would just ask you said at 2,500, because I think.
2,500 then. Okay, granted. $2,500 bond, pretrial, no alcohol, and they monitor. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I can paperwork.
Okay, Ian J. Friedman.
Mr. Freeman is here present, Judge. He declined the service of public defense.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Freeman is charged with a DUI, third within 10, which I don't believe is accurate.
No, it is
I
not,
think
Your
it's the
Honor.
second.
It's a.
And one pending.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be setting a bond on this one. It's the second. I'm gonna be setting a bond of $1,500.
Your Honor, because,
Go
and I
ahead.
don't know what's gonna happen with it, but because he has a pending DUI, I'm also gonna be requesting a TAD monitor.
Okay,
for
I
it
have
as
no
well.
problem, I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
1,500, on the refusal. I've got just ROR on the refusal, and driving while less than a first, be also ROR. I'm going to, have no problem with pretrial TAD monitor and no alcohol.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, you said we have some second looks?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor, what is my total bond? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the total bond.
I only bond is 1,500. Do you, Mr. Freeman?
1,500, yeah.
1,500.
Thank you, Your Honor, have a nice day.
Don't drink.
I'm not.
Okay, where's my second looks?
They don't have any, the clerk's not gonna have any paperwork for you, that's why I printed out the PCs. Do you have the docket?
I don't have a docket, that's the only reason I asked you.
Here,
We only have one gentleman here, Judge,
Name?
from the second look document. His name is Menelik Thomas.
Okay, Thomas Manelik Sally, okay, I got that. There was the charge with the battery resisting and trespass. Okay,
Your Honor, I can advise the court, Judge Lee raised his bond to $5,000 based not only on the allegations, but Mr. Thomas's criminal history.
all right.
Trespass,
So what, give me the total, what the
it was
bond?
just 5,000 on the battery.
Okay, and what about the resisting and the
No,
trespass?
no, I don't believe any bonds were attached to those.
Okay, so is the total bond is 5,000
I believe
still?
so, is that, yes. And so it's up to the court to review that.
I'm not going to change that. I read the, your PC, and based upon my reading of it, I probably would have set a bond for the others too, although.
I understand.
But I'm not going to alter what Judge Lee has already done, so thank you. This is, your second look on that is no change. Do you also have Orlando, Matthew? Matthew, Orlando?
He's at North Broward.
Matthew?
He's coming up right now, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Here he is, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, State, give me
Your Honor, Judge Lee reduced the bonds on all counts to 500 each, total bond of $1,500.
okay,
And he did have, it's dated, but he had a prior DUI in 1996, DWS in 2014.
okay, and this DUI, it was a,
Yeah, it was a.
over .15.
Yeah, and there
or
was
1.5.
also, what was concerning, and I know you read, I'm just making a record,
Yeah.
that according to Mr. Mayhew's statement, he was, he claims he was intentionally trying, at one point, trying to run someone, pedestrian over.
So I was trying to defend myself, so they were, three guys.
Sir, don't worry about the facts of the case. We're just talking about bond issues right now,
And the
okay?
bond issues, I'm not, you said Judge Lee said
He said
1,500,
he reduced the bond on each count to 500
500 each?
Judge, this is a non-monetary, I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah, go ahead.
asking that we can have some kind of non-monetary release, maybe just TAD monitor, pretrial release with TAD monitor. Since this is a misdemeanor, I understand he has priors, but if he's not able to make a monetary bond, the presumption's in his favor that we give him non-monetary for
Let
this.
me hear what pretrial has to say on it.
Yes, I wouldn't mind preaching as a.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
No, we did not verify him at first appearance and have not verified him since.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he's not eligible for it, it just means
I
they haven't
understand
verified.
that. Let them do what they gotta do and come tomorrow.
Can we have pending pretrial?
No.
Your Honor, I would just ask, that it be a condition that if he does get approved for pretrial, that it be with the TAD monitor. That's,
No objection to that.
Yeah, but pretrial hasn't.
no, of
isn't
course, yeah,
approved.
they would have.
Bond right now is 500 each. I have no problem with pretrial, if pretrial accepts them. And if pretrial accepts them, it'll be with the monitor and no alcohol.
So, Your Honor,
Yeah.
if we remove the bond at this point and we put him on a TAD monitor and we're not able to bond him out, he will in essence be sitting no bond. Is that what we're trying to do?
It's the same TAD as GPS? Wow.
That needs to be verified just as the GPS
Okay.
for a monitor.
Let me backtrack then. Your bond is 500 in each count. I'm not doing anything further than that. Thank you. Your request to put them on pretrial and TAD monitor is denied. Thank you. Anything further? Anybody?
We have, Your Honor, I didn't print the paperwork, Tremont Florence.
Do I have paperwork on it?
I can print out the PC right now.
Where is he?
Conti, Your Honor.
Okay, print me out, what's his name?
It's Tremont Florence.
I don't have any paperwork here.
Yeah, I'm printing out the PC
Thank
for
you.
the court.
Let me get the PC. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me look what we got here. Possession of cannabis, a misdemeanor amount?
Yes, Judge.
What's his prior record?
One moment. He's had drug priors, he's gone to prison, but those were from 2002, 1998.
Okay. And what's the bond now?
It is $100.
Are you charged with the possession of cannabis with a $100 bond? Based upon the probable cause, I do find probable cause. I see no reason to lower it further than $100.
Can you resolve, Judge?
I don't have an objection.
What's his
resolving.
priors?
He had, Your Honor, he had a sale delivery of cocaine.
Do you have a driver's
that was-
license? You have, excuse me, you have a driver's license?
My license is suspended, but I just started.
Well, by time, though, if time served is gonna be adjudication, it's
You
gonna
can
be.
give him a withhold and give him judicial notice for the,
Absolutely not. I don't do that. It's not gonna be withhold. If he wants time served, it's gonna be adjudication, and he's gonna have his driver's license suspended for.
why don't you do withhold, Judge?
Do I have to justify why I don't to you, sir?
You do because
No, I don't.
every single judge in this gives a withhold of adjudication
Well,
for
that's fine.
cannabis. So I'm just trying to figure out why you wouldn't and why you
Thank you.
treat him differently.
I don't treat him differently. I've treated him the same. I might treat him differently than other judges, but I treat him consistent with the way I treat defendants. Thank you. If he wants time served, you can have time served, but there will be adjudication, waived court costs, and notification, Department of Highway Safety,
Okay, that'll be okay, 'cause I gotta start a warehouse job Monday.
you understand that? Okay, I have no problem. He understands that.
You can't bond out
I
for
can't bond out 'cause all my family in New York. I can't bond out at all.
Okay,
I got nobody.
$100 bond. The alternative, he wants to take the adjudication and time served and waiving fines and court costs, notification of highway safety motor vehicles. Thank you, folks. Yeah, go ahead.
We have, Your Honor, we have two more cases, motions to release, to see if the
Okay.
information was filed. I guess the.
Right now, it's a $100 bond if he wants to bond out.
I think he
If
wanted to
wants
I think you wanted to resolve,
accept
Judge.
the time served, I'm gonna give him time served, the adjudication.
Can we verify what he wants? Judge, can we ask him what he wants?
Well, they're already taken back. Find out deputies, find out what he wants to do, whether he wants time served or not. Just bring him back.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
You want to resolve your case, sir?
What do you wanna do?
I gotta start work Monday. I wanna put time served on there.
You understand that your license is going to be suspended for at least a year, for 1 year
Yes.
due to this.
Yes, it don't matter. I just started this Coca-Cola job.
Understood.
I start Monday.
Understood.
Okay, thank you.
So we're going to resolve it. No contest?
I have no problem, no contest.
No contest, sir?
No contest.
Okay.
No contest, time served, adjudication, waive fines, waive court costs, and notify highway safety motor vehicles. Thank you. What, you say you have what?
We have two cases, motions to release to see if the estate filed information. Deputy, who's that? Your Honor, Edithan O'Neill, he was arrested for possession of PVP. It has been more than 33 days. The state has not filed an information at this
ROR.
time. He's entitled to ROR.
Your second one? That's
There's a Quentin Hanna.
Hannah?
Yes, it has.
Where is Hannah?
I'm checking that right now, Judge. I'm showing he's at Paul Ryan at the women's.
Okay, do we have Hannah there? you have Hannah?
So I don't see him on my docket. You see he's at my, facility here, Paul Ryan.
That's what they told me.
Yes.
What's his full name?
Quentin Hanna.
Quincy Hannah.
Quentin is his last name or Hannah?
Quentin is first name, Hannah, Hannah is the last name.
All right, thank you, hold on.
All right, tell me what is the
The
situation?
state has filed an information, Your Honor. If we hadn't, I would just say if we want to waive his appearance.
Well, if you hadn't, I would just, or
Yeah,
on with
yeah,
his appearance.
yeah. No, and we've,
But they don't know where he is, they don't have him.
or
Or at least they don't have him on their docket.
yeah,
What's the charge?
it was, we filed a burglary, conveyance, and misdemeanor stalking. It's in front of Judge Cohen. And he also has, and there's no prejudice, he has a no bond VOP hold for strangulation also.
With Judge Cohen?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
All right, so, I'm not gonna do anything.